Alright guys, take two, day two, we're back. Yesterday was like one of those days. I slept on it, I figured out what I want to do, I talked to some people, got some ideas. Now we're just gonna go for it, so let's get dirty. First thing up is I still gotta finish boring out these holes in the transmission mount. So we'll take care of that real quick, and then we'll get her up underneath the car. That way the transmission's mounted where we need it. Line up that motor, start working on those mounts. So I put the new transmission mount in because it has no stud sticking out. It should make it easier for me to get it in there, but clearly it's not lining up yet. So one issue I have, the car is way too low to the ground. I can't get underneath it to work. So I'm gonna jack it up. Now hopefully I can see what I'm doing underneath it. Alright, so I did a bunch of measuring. I left a whole bunch out because I was measuring it for like 20 minutes. That's boring. That's long. And so it's in, it's lined up. That's where it's gonna sit. Now I'm gonna start prepping my mounts. So that's a lot of grinding, a lot of cutting, a lot of fitting. I'm watching it on the GoPro. So I got those pieces cut off. Now I'm going to use this big thick grinding disc. Take down the metal that's left over from those old mounts, and so we can clean it up nice, flat, flush, and be able to weld new pieces onto it to make it fit. Alright, so those plates are clean. Now it's time to get a little bit there in on the chassis so I can clean some paint off of the chassis so we can weld to that too. It's a little too small to get my grinder in there, so I'm going to try with this. I hope it works. Okay, so the plates for the motor are all nice and shiny, ready to go in. Now I've got to do the plates that mount inside the subframe. So I got to line this up, measure it out, cut the material kind of raw so I can sort of massage it in. Anyway, battery's about to die in the camera again, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing a little bit before it goes kaput. So I'm gonna slide this in here and see roughly where it's going to sit. I have to make sure it clears the steering knuckle. What I'll probably do is curve up the edges a little just to give it a bit more clearance, and it should be alright. So there's our line. Gonna probably cut it here. This is the distance we need. I'm probably gonna do it twice the same Same thing on both sides. The important part on this side, driver's side, is that we clear the steering shaft. So what I did to these, I put the mount on the piece of metal that's already measured and cut to fit inside that subframe. And then I drilled one at a time. I put the holes in and put bolts through it to hold the motor mount to the plate, which I will brace after. The reason I did one hole at a time and put the bolt in, if you try to drill all of them without having like a template or the exact size being put on as you go, very often what happens to me a lot is that none of the holes will line up. So by doing it this way, I'm sure that each and every bolt will be in every hole. It'll line up, it'll fit, it's tightened down. It's good to go. So now I'm gonna stick them in the car. I'm gonna tack them into the subframe, maybe put a little support brace underneath it because they're a little wobbly. I'm gonna have to build some sort of skeleton around it. And so we'll do that. And then after, I'll be able to put the plates on the engine and maybe line everything up. So time to get welding. So now I'm getting into the final stage of these motor mounts. I'm gonna take these plates that I made. They go on the engine right here, right there, and then make a bracket to adapt to that motor mount. So like I said, the battery on the camera is about to die. So while it's charging, I'm going to take care of all that stuff. I'll see you guys in a little bit. So as you can see from the GoPro footage, those mounts are welded pretty solid. The welding job really sucks on it. I'm not that good of a welder. I love welding and I'm pretty passionate about it, but I still have a lot to learn. And at one point I thought the gas was out in the machine, but one of the hoses popped off for the gas. Anyways, there's a few problems with the machine. It's kind of old and stuff. So that's the mounts. I'm gonna clean those up and make them nicer and make them fit a little better here and there and whatnot. It's getting late now, and I think that's gonna be it for tonight. It's been swell, but the swelling's gone down. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I had a much better day today than I did yesterday, and that's probably the first part of this, and so on and so forth. And anyways, I wanna thank you guys for following this and watching, and I hope you're learning something, and I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. Peace, stay happy. We'll be back out here tomorrow. We got some more stuff to do. How do I turn this thing off? Yeah, no, no.